Good morning. Oh, it feels early. It's not early, but we had a late night last night. Took the boys with their 8U baseball team to a Toledo Mud Hens game. Minor league baseball team in Toledo. They're the AAA affiliate of the Detroit Tigers. So we didn't get home till almost midnight last night, but we had a good time. It's a good game. Anyway, we're going to get around some stuff here this morning. I have a little bit, very little bit, of spraying to do, some soybeans. So Dad has got all of the April planted, the early planted soybeans spraying done, the post-emerge spraying, except for one field. He didn't do my test plot and the stuff around my house because he's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be responsible for running over a row of beans that you don't want to run over, and I don't want to be the one that kills your wife's pumpkins. Okay, Dad, I'll do it. So I'm going to go spray that 15 acres that we've got there, and that's it. And then we're kind of waiting on some of the later beans to grow a little bit more. It hasn't been as long since we put the residual on those, so they aren't quite ready to be sprayed yet. Spraying 30-inch row beans is just like spraying the corn that we were doing. Do your best, stay off the rows. These beans are growing, they're getting big. Look good. Got deer standing out there. We are doing herbicide, not fungicide here, so we have to, in fact, back into all the corners. Try and do a good job. How close is this deer up here going to let me get? Closer than I would have thought. Get out of my beans. Came up to our irrigated field here just to check on everything, make sure that our tank and injection pump is working. It is. Our tank level is down a few hundred gallons like it's supposed to be. Pump is still running. Everything here at the pump site looks good. The machine is way over there in that far corner. Kind of a corner. It's got about 3 more passes the full length of the field, and then that little triangle that we have in the back to do. So by tomorrow morning, it should have all of that done and be working its way back to the north side of the field here to the center and starting over for pass number 3. So we started it up on Monday morning. It has been running basically nonstop since then. Today's Friday, so Saturday. So yeah, 5 days. It's taken us 5 days to cover 170 acres, I think. It's about right where we're at. And corn's growing. It looks fantastic. You can definitely see the variety change over there, at least I can. Yeah. Where that corn gets taller and it's growing and looks really good. Somewhere over on the north side here, we have a couple of strips that we are not putting water on. We left the paths out so that it skips them as a check. Would be interesting to go and see if those stand out yet, if you can tell any differences just from the 2 passes that we've made. I haven't actually put any fertilizer on there yet because when I went over that earlier this week was when my pump wasn't working. I thought we had pump issues, not electrical issues. But now that we've got that figured out, so the idea is that we'll just let it finish where it's at. I know where we started putting fertilizer on. All the paths are numbered, and I know which number it was when I finally got everything working. And so we'll start over and keep going across the first stuff here again, and hopefully by the time we get back to where it started, putting fertilizer on, we put on what we anticipated and expect to, and then decide whether we're going to put more on or not. I have been procrastinating this because of the heat for a while now, but let's try and get our corn planter finished up, or at least closer here today. We got to drain that tank. Tank's going to be a little hard to drain, but we'll see what we can do here. I hooked up a hose into this tank from where I fill here, so we're going to open this valve, and we're going to open this valve, and most of it should drain out. And we'll see how much we can get out of these, and then we'll have to run the pumps, and I don't know, we might need to split this one here or something to drain the last of it. We'll see how much is left in there once we get to that point. I drained out what I could, and there was still a little bit in the bottom, so I'm pumping some fresh water in. We're going to dilute it out, flush the lines. I'm going to put some in the other tank as well, and then we're just going to drain this into the tote, and then we'll put more water in, and then kind of run the pumps and flush all the distribution lines out. That should get most of the fertilizer out, and then we'll run our RV in a freeze through here. This tote had some humic acid in it, residue, that ultramate zinc that had sort of settled out on the bottom. I needed to put enough liquid in there to be able to agitate it and stir it up and get it back into solution anyway. So we'll just drain out what we can into there. And then eventually I'll add some water. We'll put our mixer in and stir it up, and then that'll go into the irrigation injection pump up there. We'll just get rid of it that way. How much water do I need to actually flush all these lines? Put 150 gallons in our front tank for the 2x2 system. I'm gonna put that much in the back one, I guess, too, or maybe not quite that much. That's a lower rate system, so Dad's gonna go do some more mowing. All right, so I'm running a rinse cycle for our 2x2 here. We came back out into our grass where we can get out away from stuff here a little bit. So it's blowing out through all of our conceals. That one there, we got a partially plugged nozzle. Making sure they're all working. Good way to test stuff. It's got some pressure too. Yep. Hard to see in this taller grass. Yep. Nope, that one's plugged. That one's kind of plugged. That one's plugged. Good. And good. All right, and they're all running clear now, which means we've got water through them, except for those couple that are plugged. I'll see if I got a wire I can poke them real quick and clean those out, and then we'll do the same for our in-furrow. That pump is way too high pressure. Alright, so that one's not really going, just dripping a little bit. There. This one here, we've got a weird pattern, so we'll poke it. Better. Those ones are all good. All good. All right. Well, we need that to just empty the water out. Now our that might not be on. Yeah, I gotta turn my controls on in the cab, and then we can test the in-furrow or flush that line. All right. Well, our 2x2 just shut off. But our in-furrow nozzles are going. So we're flushing those. We're gonna have some green grass right here. There's no way I can really flush the lines out. I mean, I cleaned everything I could out of the distribution stuff, but up to the pump, everything there, the wet booms out here are still gonna have fertilizer in it. So that's why we're running this until they start running clear. Actually, we're gonna run them until we're about out of water, and then we're gonna put RV antifreeze in and run them until they turn pink. Look at this ridiculousness. Yeah, that's going right on the seed, isn't it? Jeez. So if you'll remember back to planting, I put these Flow-Right seed firmers on here this year with the idea that they would do a better job with my in-furrow. They don't. This is more what it's supposed to be like, but even that, when this sits up on top of the ground, isn't exactly putting it right down in the furrow. So I started switching them out, going back to this style, which is the Deere little drop nozzles. I didn't like those at first because they got too much on these closing wheels, but this seed firmers are way worse. So we'll be going back next year with the rest of them, or switching all of them back. Whew, it's hot. I took a time out from winterizing the planter to go pick up some boxes at one of my customers here. Had to break them all down. Let's see, what do we got? 4, 6, 11 boxes to pick up here, which is good. Somehow or another, the competitors over here all got broken down on their own. I had to do mine. What's going on here, guys? Nah, it's all right. It's all good. Sometimes these guys watch, sometimes they don't. I don't know if they'll see it, but I'd rather they buy more boxes and I break them down than buy less boxes and they break them down for me. So it's all good. We'll get these loaded up, get them back to the farm, and then we'll go get our RV antifreeze put in our planter. Got our boxes all unloaded, and I pulled the planter around the front of the shop here. Let's winterize this. Before I do that, I want to pull the filters out. There's one here, and there's one here. We're going to clean those out. They should just have water in them at this point, so Now's a good time to do it. We'll get as much water out of the system as we can, then we'll dump our RV antifreeze in the tanks, run the pumps until we start seeing it coming out the lines. All right, well, we've got 5 gallons in each tank. We're gonna see if that is enough or not. I'm guessing not, but we'll start there. Sometimes when you go and buy bulk quantities of RV antifreeze, when it's 95 degrees outside, the checkout lady looks at you a little funny. It's all right. I don't know, probably only farmers are doing that. Okay, well, I am frustrated. I think I got it. I can see pink on the ground here. But man, did it take forever to try and get this dang thing to prime. I never did get the one to prime out of the tube or the in-furrow tank. I had to pour it directly into the pump, and I got it, I think. The 2x2 one would suck, but you don't realize how much it takes just to fill the lines and stuff. I bought 20 gallons of RV antifreeze. Next year I'm going to buy a 55-gallon drum. Forget this screwing around with these stupid jugs. Just fill the dang things up. Well, between screwing around with that for way longer than it should have taken and making that box run, it's like 5 o'clock now, and I'm not going to finish washing this today. So we're going to put it back in the shop. We're almost done with the planting, though. I mean, I did most of the cleaning already, so it isn't going to take much to finish power washing this. Oh, I should pick those wheels up. But it's not going to happen today. It's getting close. I don't think it'll be next week, but it won't be long after that. Wheat harvest is coming quick. I'm done with the planter. I'm just going and driving around looking at some fields, seeing what things look like, how dry it's getting. It's starting to get pretty dry. And then I'm going home. Thanks for watching today. Have a great weekend, everybody. I don't know that I'm doing anything this weekend, so you'll probably see me again on Monday. But yeah, appreciate you watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the videos. Our beans don't look so great out there. We could use some rain. We'll see you next week. Oh look, that field's almost plantable. Need a little wet yet. Oh well, we got some beans out here.